Tonight on UCentral News. The record 43-day government shutdown is over, but airports across the country are still feeling the effects. Find out more next. Our above-average November weather is changing very soon, with rain and cooler temperatures headed our way. Sam Fraley will tell you more. The first teaser for the live-action Moana movie dropped yesterday. Addison Reamer will let you know when this new movie sails to theaters. And the Oklahoma City Thunder just broke a franchise record. Emily Creekmore has all of the details in sports. All that and more happening right now on UCentral News.
Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Good evening, I'm Phil Rodriguez.
And I'm Abby Avers. Welcome to this edition of UCentral News.
The House of Representatives voted 427-1 today in favor of forcing the Justice Department to publicly release files on the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. After the bill's passage, U.S. Representative Robert Garcia released a statement saying, quote, "Donald Trump is panicking and trying to stop our investigation." John Thune, the Senate Majority Leader, said shortly after it passed in the House that, quote, "we'll move fairly quickly over here" in regards to the bill passing the Senate. Thune also said that President Trump sounds like he's prepared to sign the bill into law once it passes, according to CBS News.
The government shutdown is over, but airports across the country are still feeling the effects. Cedric Brosey reports from Will Rogers Airport.
The government shutdown is officially over, and Will Rogers World Airport is working to get everything back on track just in time for next week's holiday travel rush. I spoke with Airport Public Information and Marketing Manager Stacey Ham about the latest update.
So Will Rogers International Airport actually returned or bounced back pretty quickly from the government shutdown. It affected us initially when they cutting the flights. I believe the weekend prior to the government reopening. So that Thursday, Friday, we saw a few delays. We had one or two cancellations. OKC was very fortunate. We did not have any staffing issues with our control tower through the FAA or through any of our TSA agents. Even though that they weren't getting paid, they all still came to work.
With next week holiday rush quickly approaching, Stacey Ham expecting a high volume of travelers leaving or arriving in OKC.
That weekend as well. So we'll have a lot of people traveling into Oklahoma City prior to Thanksgiving, knowing that we have a lot of people flying out of Oklahoma City as well, trying to get to their holiday destination.
Stacey Ham goes on to say Will Rogers Airport will add more TSA lines to make the process better for next week holiday rush. Travelers should expect to stand in line no longer than 20 minutes, but also arrive at least 2 hours early before your departure flight time. I'm Cedric Brosey, UCentral News, Roadshows.
Thank you, Cedric. Now, another thing affecting Oklahoma travelers is going to be weather. Sam, when's that rain coming in?
Well, Sam Fraley here with your first look at weather. That rain is going to be coming in later this week, but currently we're just having a lot of cloud cover here in Edmond. 68 and cloudy right now. Very low winds from the northwest, 4 miles an hour with gusts up to 6 miles an hour. Humidity not terrible today, and it feels just a little bit cooler at 67 degrees. As I said, a rainy, very rainy week ahead, and even some potential thunderstorms on Thursday, continuing into next week. And then despite this rain, we actually are seeing quite a bit of heat still for November, even seeing some highs of 80s in southeast Oklahoma. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Well, consumers may find that their holiday meals are a little more expensive this year. Jen Sullivan reports.
The cost of food continues to rise. A key inflation report shows September grocery prices are up 2.7% from a year ago.
Nobody wins. We don't win, the customer doesn't win, the supplier doesn't win.
Stu Leonard Jr. is the CEO of Stu Leonard's grocery chain. He says tariffs have caused the prices of some items like shrimp to go up, forcing them to buy elsewhere.
We've had to stop buying shrimp from Brazil We went down to Ecuador, even Vietnam and Thailand.
And it's not just seafood prices going up. Taking a deeper look at this latest inflation report, food prices for many popular ingredients in holiday dishes are up, meaning your Thanksgiving meal will likely cost you more this year. Potatoes, meats, fresh vegetables, bakery products, and alcohol prices are all up from a year ago.
It certainly adds up.
Bankrate financial analyst Stephen Cates says there are a variety of factors impacting prices.
Tariffs can have an impact, but crops can have an impact. Quality, quantity, sourcing, all of that can impact what that is.
The biggest sticker shock this season is turkey. The annual wholesale price for frozen turkey is about $1.32 per pound. That's roughly 40% higher than last year, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. There is some good news. Eggs and butter have both dropped in price in the last year. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Your afternoon Chick-fil-A run just became a little easier. You can now order from the Chick-fil-A in the Nye University Center in the UCO To Go mobile ordering app. This also means students can use their meal plan to purchase food from the Chick-fil-A. As the end of the semester approaches, students should remember that dining dollars only roll over if a meal plan is in place for the next semester. If a plan is not in place, those funds will expire. The UCO To Go mobile app is available for free in the App Store. If students have additional questions, they should contact Housing and Residential Engagement.
This president show up in that last package. How much I go there? Tulsa Soccer League has been formed to help refugee youth feel more at home in the U.S. Isabel Flores reports.
The Tulsa Rising Stars FC is a league that was formed October 4th with the intent of helping refugee youth feel more at home in the United States. The group was formed through collaborations between the Ascension St. John Sportsplex, the YWCA, and the FC Tulsa soccer team.
We're trying to help each other as a teammates to win. It's good for us so we can learn more about the teammates so we can know each other more.
Kusai Kablan is one of the team members on the Rising Stars FC team who was born in Syria. He says he wanted to come to the U.S. to make a better future for himself, but he's found a second family with the team.
I was playing soccer when I was 7 years old.
Abdullah Amazle is another Tulsa Rising Star. He tells me his dream is to become a professional soccer player, and the club is helping him do just that.
We're getting better every game, every practice. Yeah.
When you come to a new country, you feel isolated. You have all these challenges.
Lydia Kita with the YWCA wanted to create a safe space for refugee youth. So she reached out to FC Tulsa and the Sportsplex to start the league.
We love to provide opportunities for youth and for the mentorship programs, especially with the FC backing, and having the chance to involve the local community with this refugee program really brought things together for both sides.
In addition to helping on the field, the mentorship program pairs the players with mentors to help off the field.
They need help with schoolwork or, that kind of assistance, or if they need to create a resume, if they need a part-time job.
Now, as Sam said earlier, we have some rain coming in, and I, for one, am looking forward to it.
It's been a little too hot. We'll see what's in store with the weather coming up next.
It's time to explore, to come out and play. Our city is waiting, so what do you say? Whether daytime or nighttime, the right time is now. Finding those moments to make you go wow. Amazing new places to fit every mood. Shopping and dining. Did we mention the food? There are green parks and ballparks and water parks too. Museums, attractions, and also a zoo. The modern frontier is the friendliest place. Now is the time for your dreams to be chased.
It's the Roadway Replay.
Time for the lightning round, Brian. Let's rewind your drive to work. How far did your car travel while you checked your phone? 20 feet, 100 feet, the length of a football field?
100 feet.
Oh, sorry, Brian. In just 3 seconds on the highway, your car traveled the length of a football field.
Distracted driving? It's no game.
Sam Fraley here with your full look at weather. A lot of cloud cover here across Oklahoma, but definitely here in Edmond. 68 and cloudy currently. Those clouds coming in to prepare us for the rain that is coming later this week. Very low winds today from the northwest, 4 miles an hour gusts up to 6 miles an hour. Humidity not too bad today at 47%, and it feels just a little bit cooler at 67 degrees. Very rainy week ahead. That rain rolling in later this week, and then thunderstorms. Potential thunderstorms Thursday, and then those are going to also continue through the weekend. And then despite these rains and clouds coming in, it is still very warm, especially in southeast Oklahoma, where we're seeing highs of 80s in certain counties. Current conditions across the state, 69 there in the metro area. We're seeing 60s most everywhere, getting up into the 70s in the south there. And then we're seeing a lot of clouds everywhere. And then tonight it is going to get down to 56 degrees here in Edmond. Again, very low winds, northeast 4 miles an hour, gusts up to 7. Humidity bumps up to 70%, a little bit humid tonight. And no rain tonight, but as we get into tomorrow through the rest of the week, we'll see a lot more of that. 56 there, those clouds are sticking around, and then we see those clouds clear up a little bit in some of the northern parts of the state up there in Guymon, Ponca, Tulsa, and Miami. And then we're seeing mid-50s across most everywhere except 62 down here in Ardmore. Tomorrow's highs, 74 there in the metro area. And then we're even seeing some potential thunderstorms up there in the northeast in Ponca, Tulsa, and Miami. About a 40% chance of thunderstorms up there, but nothing to worry about here just yet. Tomorrow morning, sun comes up around 7:10 a.m., and those clouds are sticking around all day. And then we get to noon, about 67 degrees, still cloudy. And then when that sun sets, we'll even out at about 69 degrees. So as I said, tomorrow no thunderstorms or rain to worry about here in Edmond. And then Thursday we have a 95% chance of thunderstorms, and the rain will continue most likely through Friday, but that rain will clear up. And then Saturday we get a little bit of the break from that rain and thunderstorms before getting right back into it. Sunday we have a 40% chance of rain. Monday there's an 80% chance of rain, and then Tuesday 85. So lots of rain upcoming to end this little drought that we have been in. Guys, what are we doing to prepare for this rain?
I'm getting ready for it. I'm ready for some rain to hit my dead lawn. It's getting a little too brown. I think that'll be good for it.
What about you?
I'm definitely just going to stay inside. I've been outside quite a bit lately, but I think the weather is telling us it's time to, put up our outdoor activities and get under our roofs. How about you?
Oh, I'm ready for the rain. So, yeah, much simple to say. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. Well, coming up, what video game is getting a live-action movie?
And what actor won an Oscar at the Governor's Ball? Find out more next.
I feel like a shell of a man. Commercials are fake. What you're feeling isn't. Call or text 988, Oklahoma's mental health lifeline.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move forward, daily living the Bronco way, being reflective of our neighborhood, community, history, and Oklahoma. This is what has made us who we are. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the third largest university in Oklahoma. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Hey guys, I'm Addison Reamer and I've got your social media update. AI actor Tilly Norwood is set to partner with the History Channel in the Netherlands on an AI-driven time travel series. The series, called Streets Past, will have 10 episodes and feature Dutch author Corjan Mol exploring the roads across the Netherlands. The series will be produced by a UK-based company, Particle 6, which is best known for the developing of Norwood. Each immersive historical scene will be created by using AI archival materials, said a spokesperson for the company. There has been no release date for the series. Action star Tom Cruise finally earned an Academy Award. The Governor's Ball Awards, which are selected by the Academy Boards based on an actor's career performance, are separate from the competitive Academy Awards given out during the Oscars. Cruise has been nominated for a competitive Oscar 4 times, twice being for Best Actor. Cruise said in a speech accepting the award, "I want you to know that I will always do everything I can to help this art form." The Academy also gave honorary Oscars to actress Debbie Allen, production designer Wynn Thomas, and humanitarian award for Dolly Parton. The teaser for the live-action remake of Moana dropped just yesterday. Directed by Thomas Kail, the remake centers around the character Moana as she is called to the ocean and then goes on an adventure to save her island home. She also meets new friends and discovers more about herself and her family. Starring Australian actress Catherine Lahagi and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the movie is set to be released on July 10th of 2026. Other actors such as John Toohey, Frankie Adams, and Rena Owens are also set to star. Kim Kardashian's daughter, Northwest, is featured in a new campaign for the holidays for her shapewear company, Skims. North, who made her runway debut at just 5 years old, returns for the first time since 2020. Pictures show the 12-year-old in a black zip-up hoodie that features a cartoon gingerbread cookie along with the Skims logo with matching sweatpants. "Having North in the campaign makes it really special for me," said Kardashian. Other stars in the ad are rapper Ken Carson and singer Mariah the Scientist. The Nintendo game Legend of Zelda is getting its own live-action remake. Nintendo game producer Sheila Guru Miyamoto shared some first-look photos from the upcoming film, showing Bo Braxton and Benjamin Ainsworth as the Princess Zelda in her Night Link. According to Miyamoto, the film is well underway and has a set release date. Details about the plot have been under wraps. Movie director Wes Ball said that he hopes to transform the game into an awesome fantasy adventure movie that could stand along other fantasy films. The movie is set to be released in theaters on May 7th, 2027. Abby, are you excited about the live-action Moana?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Moana is, fun fact, one of my favorite Disney movies, so I am incredibly excited. Are you also going to see the movie, Addie?
Yes, I can't wait for Dwayne to make his debut again. Phil?
Probably going to see it. I got a 5-year-old, so I'll end up watching that Moana movie for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Abby. Well, coming up, how did the UCO football team fare in its final game of the season?
And what record did the OKC Thunder set? Emily Creekmore will have your full sports update.
Sometimes it makes everything funny. Sometimes it's nothing to laugh about. Weed. It's funny like that. And unlike alcohol, with marijuana, there's no legal limit. So even if you don't feel high, you could get a DUI. No matter how much weed you've had, don't get behind the wheel, because driving impaired is illegal. And that's no joke.
Cheers up, roll Chos. Today's a great day to cheer on the Broncos.
Welcome back to the Pain Train.
Okay, Sean, here's your final question. A train hitting your car is the same as your car hitting a boulder, a brick wall, or a soda pop can.
A brick wall?
At a whopping 20 million pounds, a train will crush your car like a pop can.
Beating a train? It's a game you can't win.
Good afternoon and welcome back. For the last time this semester, I'm Emily Creekmore and I've got your Tuesday sports news. The UCO football team wrapped up its final game of the season this past Saturday afternoon, dominating Missouri Western in a 54-10 blowout. UCO led very early and remained in control for the entire game. After just 2.5 minutes, UCO led 7-0. Western scored a field goal, leaving the score 7-3 to end the first. UCO, however, went on a 21-0 run in the second, bringing the score to 28-3 at the half. Early in the third, Missouri finally got their first touchdown of the day, but that would be the last UCO would allow, as the Broncos went on to score the next 26 points to earn their final victory of the season. And the MIAA announced its annual postseason awards earlier today. Senior Montrell Lee was named MIAA Offensive Lineman of the Year and was one of the 4 first-team picks. Dominique Dunn, Jalen Cottrell, and Jack Puckett were also named first-team All-MIAA along with Lee. 12 more UCO players also earned honors, including second-team All-MIAA and All-MIAA honorable mention. And over to the hardwood, the women's volleyball team finished their regular season this past weekend, going 1-1 on the road. The Broncos traveled to Emporia State on Thursday, where they beat the Hornets 3-2 in a 5-set thriller that lasted 3 hours. UCO traveled to number 8 ranked Washburn on Friday, where they ended up losing to the Ichabods 1-3. The Broncos now shift their focus to the postseason, which begins later this week. The MIAA announced over the weekend that UCO will enter the tournament as the 4 seed. Central Oklahoma is set to play Emporia State in the quarterfinals of the Women's Volleyball Championship on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. at St. Joseph, Missouri. The UCO women's soccer team fell short in the MIAA Soccer Championship final for the second year in a row. The Broncos lost 2-1 to Missouri Western in overtime. Western scored the game-winning goal with under a minute left in the first overtime half, ultimately securing the title. And the Oklahoma City Thunder set another franchise record yesterday, scoring the most points in a quarter in Thunder history with 49 in the first quarter alone. The Thunder remained the best team in the league with a 14-1 start to the season after their 126-109 victory against the New Orleans Pelicans. Chet Holmgren led the team, putting up 26 points and collecting 9 rebounds. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wasn't far behind with 23 points. Isaiah Joe put up 14 points, 12 of those being three-pointers, and Lou Dort was red hot, shooting 4 to 5 beyond the arc, contributing to the historic 49-point first quarter. The Thunder return home tomorrow, where they host Russell Westbrook and the Sacramento Kings. The Thunder have played the Kings 2 times already this season and have beat them both times. Tip-off is set to begin at 7 p.m. at the Paycom Center. Well, Phil, are you going to be watching the game tomorrow?
Absolutely going to watch the Thunder, and I'm excited for all these seasons coming to an end. I hope volleyball can actually make a good run at the MIAA Championship and hopefully get into the NCAA Championship as well.
Yeah,
Thank you, Emily.
You're welcome.
Well, coming up, we remember a beloved student.
And Sam Fraley will have your last look at weather. Stay with us.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move to meet our students where they are and get them where they want to go. Over time, thousands of students have made the move to UCO. They come to pursue their passions and find their calling, to improve their lives, families, and communities. UCO moves and motivates students in and out of the classroom. Here, potential takes flight. Our students' curiosity ignites a spark that fuels transformation. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the university that hasn't stopped moving since 1890. In fact, we are gaining momentum. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Well, they say rain, rain, go away, but we might kind of want some rain to come our way, and we might be getting some pretty soon.
Absolutely. Sam, how's it looking?
Well, guys, not too much rain tomorrow, just more of what we saw today, a lot of clouds. Sun will come up about 7:10 a.m., 50 degrees, and those clouds will stay throughout the day, 67 at noon, and then as the sun sets around 5:20, it'll get to 69 degrees. But that rain is coming. 95% chance of thunderstorms there on Thursday, with that rain most likely continuing through Friday. We get a little bit of a break there on Saturday with some partly cloudy conditions at 60 degrees, and then throughout the rest of the weekend, continuing to the start of next week, that rain is going to come back. 40% chance of rain on Sunday, 80% chance on Monday, and then 85% chance of heavy rain there on Tuesday. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Well, yesterday marked the 1-year anniversary of the death of Avi Harjo. Harjo is a UCO student who passed away after an apparent suicide attempt on campus last year. Harjo was described in their obituary as having a boundless and courageous energy. Harjo was a music production student, and their obituary said they gifted us with many years of creation, whether it be music, art, or their words. Some students left flowers outside of Old North yesterday to honor Harjo, also leaving flyers that said, "In loving memory, Avi Harjo, gone but never forgotten." Yep. Well, it's the last Tuesday show of the year.
It is.
Last roll through with this crew. Last one with Emily. Last one with Addie, not Abby.
Not Abby.
Not my last one with Abby. We'll be back next semester.
Yes, we will.
Doing this stuff again, whether you want us to or not.
Absolutely.
I think the people like us. I think the people want us.
Okay. Well, that's all the time
Emily,
we have
Addie,
for today.
For Sam.
I'm Abby Avers.
I'm Phil Rodriguez. Have a good one, Broncos.